Acoustic or electric? I get this question a lot, and in this video, I'm going to cover the pros and cons of each one to help you decide which guitar is right for you. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin, and this is Maggie May. Oh, we're doing two YouTube treats today. And there's Scooby snacks. There's also YouTube snacks. There you go. Kevin, welcome back. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started on this lesson. So, which guitar is best for you? It depends. And that's the video. Not really. Keep watching. That's not the end of the video. But it does really depend. I'm going to approach this as a lot of this is going to be personal opinion that I have. You can form your own opinions and your likes and dislikes. I'm going to approach it this way. I'm going to talk about the acoustic guitar and the pros that I feel come along with playing the acoustic guitar. Then we'll talk about the electric guitar and just kind of compare those and hopefully help you kind of come to a conclusion. I lean toward the acoustic. I think one of the pros of the acoustic guitar is that it's just easier to pick up and play. There's no fuss. It's right there. There's nothing to plug in. There's nothing to fiddle with. It's just wood and steel and you. And I just prefer that. I do get questions from folks about whether or not I can use your lessons to play the acoustic, or can I play these songs on the electric? The similarities are they're obviously both 6-string instruments. So whatever you're playing on your acoustic, those chords are the same on the electric, the notes are the same. What's going to be different, we'll talk about, is the tone and sound and amplification that you get. So I like the acoustic guitar. I think it translates really well. I urge people to kind of start on the acoustic and then move to the electric. Sorry about that. To the electric. The pros in that, in my opinion, there is that folks might be having some trouble building up their calluses or getting their finger strength or pressing down on the strings with an acoustic guitar. But I think starting there and getting that muscle memory and those good habits and those things build up and that strength build calluses, dexterity. I think building all those onto an acoustic guitar or with an acoustic guitar, when you switch to the electric, it's like walking on clouds. So I prefer to start with the acoustic guitar. If you get an acoustic guitar that's quality and set up well and the action's low, it can play just as easy as an electric guitar. If you'd like to watch a video I made about that subject, you can check that out here when you're finished with this one. I just think you're more likely to pick up and play the acoustic guitar. I like the tone of an acoustic guitar. I think this guitar sounds warm, low, and that's kind of what I gravitate to. There's just some things I feel are just so like finger style guitar on acoustic.
It's beautiful.
It's just really nice. If you can play it. I just like how that goes. I like just the good old strumming those cowboy open chords. I like the percussive. I think that's a pro of the acoustic guitar. You can get some good percussive sounds. It's almost like drumming and playing the guitar at the same time, which I really like. And I also think that any song you play on the electric also translates well to the acoustic. There's a reason like unplugged music is popular. You can take an electric, a song that's written on the electric guitar, play it and kind of adapt it to the acoustic and sound really, really nice. I think it's a tad more difficult to do that the other way around. So that's kind of my take on the pros of the acoustic guitar. Let's talk about the electric guitar next. And grab that. And hopefully this translates well to audio. We have our neighbors are getting some concrete work, so we might have some effects going on in the background with that. So electric guitar, the let's talk about kind of differences. You're going to have, the main difference is going to be amplification. So with an electric guitar, you're going to have more volume because you're running that electric guitar through an amplifier. Now, honestly, you can still get some nice tones out of a acoustic or an electric guitar not even plugged in. And I play my guitar
you do.
I play my electric guitar a lot without ever plugging it in. It's a nice way to kind of hang out on the couch and still practice and get some things done while you're, watching TV or whatever. But for the most part, you're going to buy an electric guitar so you can plug it in. The thing with electric guitar too is you have more tone choices with an acoustic guitar. The way it's built, the wood that's used, just the quality of that is a lot of where the tone comes from. For an electric guitar, you can do a lot of work with tone, which can be a pro or a con, just with the options you have. I'm just using a little Vox practice amp. If you guys
How many knobs are on there?
It's not too bad. I like to keep it simple. I basically have like an effects knob, kind of the amplifier simulator knob, gain, tone, that kind of thing. Vicky thinks it's a bunch. Like, it's pretty minimal.
Like 12 moves over there.
Yeah. If you're interested in a pretty decent little practice amp, I'll leave a link in the description. It's an affiliate link. This is not a sponsored video by anyone from Martin or Fender or Vox or anything like that. But if you guys are interested, reach out and let me know. So the other thing is you can do more with kind of like sustain. On an electric guitar, it's going to just sustain means that sound's going to last longer. A major difference is kind of like a pro, I would say, is that the strings are typically thinner on an electric guitar and you can bend them easier. The action might be a little lower, so it'll be a little easier on your finger when you're kind of first starting out. You have lots and lots of options with electric guitars with adding, things like chorus or tremolo. You also have pickups on guitars, and they're going to sound different. That's going to affect your tone as well. So big differences, amplification, tone. You're obviously going to be able to get things from an electric that you're not going to get out of an acoustic, although there is the acoustic electric option, and you can plug your acoustic guitar into an amp and get some of these similar effects. So kind of best of both worlds.
How long does it take to set that up before you play it?
That happens in the cons. Later. So right now we're just talking about differences and then pros. We'll get to that. And you'll see what she's talking about. So amplification and tone are big differences between electric and acoustic guitars. Lots of options for both. The other thing that's different, is the playability, and I've kind of talked about that already. There's, lighter strings. It's going to be easier to play those bar chords on an electric guitar. The neck is usually a little thinner, less wide than an acoustic guitar. And that's why I think some folks kind of start there, and it's fine. Ultimately, spoiler alert, the best guitar for you is the one you're going to play. I don't care if it's $100, I don't care if it's $5,000. It's acoustic, it's electric, it's name brand, it's not. It's the guitar you're going to pick up and play, and that's the one that's going to be best for you. Now, the cons of the electric guitar, my opinion, you can get really lost looking for those perfect tones, whether it's, a clean with, chorus or modulation effects, or if you're looking for that perfect kind of like that perfect tone, you gotta fiddle a little bit. You're moving around. Also comes down to style. The style of the songs and music you want to play is really going to kind of probably drive you to one or the other first. The extra equipment can be a pro or a con. I find it that I end up fiddling too much, and I'll go to play guitar. I play my acoustic more because I tend to kind of play my acoustic and maybe experiment a little more with the electric, because it takes a little while to get it sounding how you want to sound it before you start playing it. And one last thing to be aware of, not like a huge con, but be aware of the weight that you'll be carrying when you're using an electric guitar. I tend to play my electric guitar mostly when I'm standing up, and this Telecaster does weigh quite a bit more than the Martin does. And depending on what kind of electric guitar you buy, you're gonna get some weight with it. It's gonna be thinner and maybe a little more comfortable to play, but it's gonna be heavier. So just keep that in mind. So I hope that helps you make some decisions. Ultimately, like I said, the best guitar for you is the one you're gonna really want to play. The style of music, whether it's country and folk or rock and blues, and depending on how fancy you want to get, you might lean more toward the electric. The most important thing is to play. So whatever you do, make sure you're playing, and you can always play both. That is an option. So that's the depends part. So thanks for watching this. We very much appreciate Vicki and Maggie and I. Maggie's like sacked out. I'm surprised she's sleeping through the noise outside. We very much appreciate your views, your support here on YouTube. Remember that you're never too old to learn. I got a couple of videos for you to watch next if you'd like to learn some songs on either your acoustic or electric guitar. These songs sound great on both. Check this out next. And until next time, remember, you're never too old to learn. You guys take care, and we'll see you for the next one.